tutorial, and a lot of people do like my color correction, so I'll go right ahead. I won't be giving too much away though, because obviously my color corrections is unique to me. So I'll just show you a little brief example of what you can do with color correction and magic bullet looks in general, because I'm not doing normal color corrections. I'm using magic bullet looks. Like, you can use curves and saturation and all that, but magic bullet looks is a plugin that automatically has all them in it. Right, so here's my same clip from the OCE that I did before. And so what I do with color correction is you can either drag on the color correction straight into the clip, or you can add a new adjustment layer. What an adjustment layer does is, if you add an effect onto the adjustment layer, whatever's underneath it, the effect will then be applied to whatever's underneath the adjustment layer. So I'll bang the adjustment layer in there, and if I get looks and drag magic bullet looks onto the adjustment layer, right. So yeah, so like now what you want to do is you'll click edit, and there we go. So as you can see, like, I've got a Elgato capture card, so it's pretty good quality. You don't have to worry about the brightness and contrast too much with these capture cards. But with the PVR, you get a problem where the brightness is too high and it ends up with something like this, like really like bright quality which I can't really get out yet, like something stupid like this kind of thing comes out like that, and then you got to all sort of color correct it all and shit and that. But with this, you don't actually have to do much. You can maybe put the darkness a bit or something, yeah, if you wanted to. Depends what type of look you're going for. So yeah, you can mess about with curves. I quite like curves. As you can see, it makes a bit more definition to the colour. Another thing you want to do is what I usually do for my colour correction is saturation. I mean, saturation is a big key for me because I don't like the colours to be too strong. I like to have it about 60% or 70%, around about there. I think it looks pretty cool. One of the things you can do is, like, I have a glowing sky effect. There's a way you can do it on magic bullet looks, which is diffusion. Let's say if I change it to orange, because orange is one of my favourite colours for the sky, so like you can mess about with the size. As you can see, I'm already getting a nice little effect there. And if I add the glow up, grade, sorry, and the glow, and you can choose where it's highlights only, and you can kind of like do what you want really here. So yeah, it's looking pretty decent. It's nothing major, but one thing I really like the most is if you go onto post and do freeway colorista. Now this thing is a beast. Let me turn this off, don't need that, drag that out. This thing is what I love the most. Like, usually my color corrections have like its tone to it, because you see it's got a nice little blue. These are the shadows, so you can change shadows wherever you like, but my secret is to get my color corrections. The way I do is I usually keep the blue down a little, and then you can mess about with these to get the tone you want, which is like an orangey colour. So like, I usually keep that near the middle, and then I usually put this up a little, and then you can get that nice like dark blue effect, but you don't really need colour curves because it's dark enough already. So yeah, as you can see, that looks pretty decent. And then you can add diffusion from here if you like to, and I think what goes nice with blue is like an orange glow, or yellowy orange glow. So then it's banging this again and correct it to where you need it. You can add exposure if you like. I don't really need to expose it, but it does give it a nice effect. So if I click finish, you get a decent colour correction here. Like, it's not amazing, but it's quite clean and smart, and I think that's what, you know, maybe people are actually looking for these days, not like crazy colour corrections. So if I click edit again, another good thing is for OCEs and stuff like that is chromatic abbreviation. I think that's how you say it, abbreviation, I'm not sure, aberration, whatever. Yeah, so mess about with this a little, and you can see the edges. It gives it like a little 3D look, like the RGB split effect that everyone does. It gives it that tiny bit of look there, which adds, I don't know why, it just makes it look really nice. I think it does anyway. And yeah, look, that looks pretty good. Another thing, there's, in Magic Bullet Looks, there is, if you click on, sorry, not scopes, if you just hover to the right, you can see there's colour corrections already made, like presets. Now these are not bad, but for me, I don't think they're very professional. I'm not sure whether that's because it's not suited to COD, because these colour corrections look better for pictures. And I can show you an example if I just cancel this real quick. If I drag in like a file I've already inserted here, it's right there. Drag this underneath so you can see it. Yeah, it's the picture. The picture that I made for my background. It's pretty good. Let me just sort the scale out really quick. It's not fitting the screen right. That will do. Let's zoom back in. Right, now that colour correction is looking really nice in this picture too. But anyway, if I go into effects, edit, and if I use one of these now, like these colour corrections now, you'll realise that it comes out much better for pictures. So look at that. So it works better for pictures, I reckon, not video footage. Well, depends what video footage, the more like real life video footage I think it works better, and not with COD. But yeah, that's the basics of Magic Bullet looks, guys, and yeah, that was a pretty quick one. I mean, sorry if it was too quick, but yeah, that's literally what I do. And if you like this, if you like the tutorial, please comment, like and subscribe and tell me how you feel about it. If you want any more, just let me know. This is number 2 out of many more to come. Most of these tutorials are based on that colour correction, based on the OCE that I did. This is Brownie and I'm out, so see you later, guys.